people living in Nekiti area.
Right.
The discussions were intense. The agenda was huge. We thought to do it the right way. We had to just do something, right? So what we went into, for example, the LRA had a presentation on what they are doing in terms of domestic resource mobilization.
Okay.
And this is key because, like I started with you before we went into the meeting,
Right.
the USAID, aid code, and all these international fatigue support companies have to focus more on what you can do domestically. So we had a comprehensive presentation for the LRA with some specific recommendations on what we need to do. I may not want to go into those recommendations here, but just so you know that we took some decisions that will help the LRA to do better than what they do. Because you know they have always had this target of wanting to reach $1 billion, so they're going to do it. The Liberia Petroleum Refining Company, they are key to the economy. I said it before we went in there. They've been able to keep the petroleum price down. It's affordable, it's available. It's not ordinary. They are factored directly into the economic activities of the country. So they were here also to give us briefing on what is happening at LPRC. You know, recently the transition to being directly involved with importing petroleum products, which they had not been doing before, even though the law requires them to do it. So they had to give the cabinet some update on what the implications are for that and how it helps the economy and helps the ordinary people. Because if somebody is buying petroleum product very low, it means that the transportation they're using, the cost of transportation will be low. They can put fuel in their generator, it's cheaper. They can do many other things that are useful to generator use or to petroleum products. So we had the Ministry of Finance also giving us a basic outlook of what the economic situation is. But like I said, we didn't want to exhaust the whole thing because they were long, very long presentations. So we come back another time. Look at the Director General and the Presidential Press Secretary.
Okay, so right now we have a Presidential Press Secretary. Madam Secretary, this cabinet meeting has its emphasis particularly on the economy of Liberia. You had the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of Finance, LRA boss. Since the meeting has focused on economy, what's the good news for the Liberian people?
Well, as you listen to the Minister of Information, Culture, Affairs and Tourism, they have been forward-looking, thinking about where we are at the moment. We had presentation and updates from the Ministry of Finance, LRA and other sectors, but more importantly, specific measures to be taken. For example, even though the Minister of Information said we will let the cat out of the bag, but one of the key outcomes, which will be also informing you all in the media, is to ensure that government officials, update their tax regime, especially those who have not been able to pay their real estate taxes. One of the other way LRA has said is to be able to raise local revenue, especially looking at the challenging times internationally. So supporting that, the last cabinet meeting before now, there was an agreement that was given to LRA to be able to go ahead and come up with recommendations on how to upbeat the budget, but more importantly, how to raise local revenue. And that was one of the key conversations here today. And a number of different suggestions and recommendations. Even the president have also encouraged cabinet ministers to go forward to do something, because at the end of the day, they say, we had our local parliament. If you want someone to scratch your back, it was at least scratch your front. So there are a number of different things, but that for me was the key highlight of this, in line with a number of other different things.
So yeah, just to go to the Director of Cabinet, you are the spokesperson for the president particularly. What was the impression of the president in terms of when various sectors or entities or ministries were giving updates to the president? Did he appreciate it? Is this satisfied with the performances from the cabinet members?
That's a great question, Sylvester. And I will say that the president was excited with the updates from the different cabinet ministers. But even just to highlight the key sector, it's the health sector. Very recently the health ministry and the John F. Kennedy Medical Center have been in the press for some bad information. But with the updates, the team went there and sat with the MD and other leaders, and the transformation that happened at JFK as well as other facilities, including retention, is really improving, and a lot of things are happening. So one of the other things is that the president was telling the cabinet ministers, you have to be able to tell these stories. Because, at one point, if the information is not out in the public, it's supporting a communication team. A lot of people don't know that these things are happening. But so far, he's excited about the transformation, but he wants them to do more. Because at the end of the day, it's important that leaders speak about their sectors, but the impact of the people themselves should be able to speak about these things. And that's why he was excited about health sectors improving and other major sectors as well. Some are coming online.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Director General of the Cabinet, my name is Anthony Williams. I'm from National Television. And I want to read these words of Mr. President to you quickly. In his words, he said, we must be efficient and effective. Every ministry must deliver results. By that, Mr. President was setting a tune for a result-driven approach in his second year for his administration. How do you react to this as a Director General of the Cabinet as it relates to performance?
I think the President was on point. He's been so for 18 months. So when he took office, it's clear about the need to have those appointed in government to perform. Because he has always said the only reason why we are here is to deliver service to the people. We need to wear our titles on our sleeves. And you can see that he reiterated that today. So that has been one of his key agenda issues. And so I'm not surprised. I'm happy about that. Okay, we are still making steady progress and taking some steps. We haven't reached optimal level where we, had hoped or we've been hoping, to be. But nevertheless, I think significant progress has been made. If you listen to all the questions and based on the evidence that we see across the government, I think significant progress has been made.
Mr. Nathaniel Kwabam Sylvester Chidoko Spoon Network. Performance control report or system is why you are actually managing the office of the president, and you are the one in charge to firmly inform the president whether a ministry or entity is really working in terms of producing your results. From the various updates and posts that ministry entities presented today, what can you tell the Liberian people? Is there any new change that you can see for any ministry or entity?
Absolutely. Today's meeting was mainly on economy. It was plenty on economy because we brought up very important issues. The issues that really concern the Liberian people, and so we thought, having made some progress, we needed to double up, to achieve our objectives and our goal. So the purpose of today's meeting was to see how the economy has performed and what it will take to perform at the level. So the presentations were based on the different sectors within the economy. And I think what we heard, what the president heard was quite encouraging. For example, there was an issue about how we can establish a gold reserve to back up our currency. We produce a lot of gold, but it's unfortunate that we don't have a gold reserve. And this is one of the decisions of the administration, that we will do what it takes to establish our own gold reserve in the country. And then, inflation also reduced significantly. Lower than the past 2 years, 3 years. And I think it's a major step. It's how the economy performs. So generally things have improved, or we won't settle on our laurels, so to speak. We want to continue and achieve, as I said, optimal
So,
level.
let me a little bit, maybe refine my question and saying for the various reports from the different sectors or ministry.
Are you talking about performance?
Yeah, their performances. Which of the entities or ministries that actually did any report and you are satisfied with in the 11 people? This is the new change, or here are the new changes
I
for
think
now.
you should put it in context.
Okay.
You probably talking about many things here. You're talking about reports. Regarding the performance control, we ask every agency and ministry set clear targets. We are key performance in what they intend to achieve throughout the year and by each quarter. So we appraise them based on that because we follow up, we look at the evidence. And generally, we think all institutions have it been trying to meet their targets. Maybe the others are quite low, but generally, I think we've significantly improved the performance of these agencies up to average 70%, given what we have seen. So yes, generally, they are working hard. It's self-assessment. You hardly find governments actually assessing themselves. So the issue of accountability, transparency are all part of the things that we hold ourselves to as a government. That alone, is an achievement that we can tap our backs.
So, can you point to some of the entity that need improvement as it relates to not performing?
No, I cannot do that.
Sir, you talked about gold reserve. I want you to tell us more about it, sir.
In most countries,
They can put fuel in their generator. It's cheaper. They can do many other things that are useful to generator use or to petroleum products. So we had the Ministry of Finance also giving us the
central bank.
From the central bank through the finance ministry. Every week you sign for 12,000, 10,000, 15,000, 35,000. Every week. This is the Liberian people's issue. It's not George Weah issue we're talking about here. So you should not sit down here. You say Solomon George Weah is your friend, and you allow him to just misuse the people. I spoke, Mr. President. Again, I will say it. Put these two gentlemen in a Ghana must go back, they and their people, and throw them away from the system.
The two gentlemen are
Natalia Magill, Samuel D. Twain, the whole. So it will surely be cataclysmic. It will be a disaster.
For George Weah to come back.
Yes.
It will be a disaster.
He will disrespect people because he does not have anything to lose. Only fools, I say it again, you won't vote for me. Only fools will vote for him because if George Weah came to power, God is my witness, I never knew that George Weah has built that amount of houses in that short period of time. I went to him that Saturday morning with the Friday morning mail newspaper. I said, Mr. President, it is written that you built for the 7 houses. You know the answer the brother gave me? I thought you were going to say Solo, that thing I have true, the money people, man, they lie on me.
What he said?
He said, Solo, go ask them when they were in power what they did with their money.
That's what he said?
God is our witness, he and I.
So what kind of money you were talking about? The people's money?
No,
or his private money?
Maybe that's his private money. He said, go ask them. That was in our first year.
In your first year?
In our first year. That's the time, I took a jack, a JRK, electrocution.
You settled.
Yeah, I said, what? Then I'm picking talking like this, so? They made him something whole. They made on the stage again, they go. Then he walked away from me.
Walked out of you?
Yes. He walked away. I wish he could listen, and I bet they would give it to him. He walked away from me. There was an instance when I made that Ghana go bag stop.
Yeah, the stop.
I entered the main yard, the next day, they kicked me outside.
He wants you.
They call his security to put me security. Say no, chief, that was grandpa. He said, oh, you ain't put us out. I will fire. I said, okay, don't fire anybody. I'm walking away. He was with me, that my security there. I walked away.
You think Weah is this kind of guy who does not like to be criticized on anything that
no
he does?
Dissent, no dissent.
This kind of guy.
Yes, he's an ayatollah. He's an ayatollah. He does not like dissent. He does not want you to advise him. He does not want you to tell him your boots are dusty and you are heading for the mansion. Please allow me to use my handkerchief to wipe it.
What do you say? How do you see this government in 1 year, 6 months?
By far better than my government.
Far better?
Yes. Why? If you go and check how many ministers have been pushed away by President Buakai, go and check. There are about 5 to 7. If you don't mind, I think 11.
They're more than that.
Yeah, fine. During my time, only one person was fired. The guy from the EPA.
Yeah, not Blama?
Yes, because he went out and brought in COVID-19. You should fire that man for that. That's very nonsensical.
You can go. You can go. You can go. You will not go. You can go. You will not go. I have not go and arrest you. You will not go. Don't man will catch you. You will not go. You saw what you did there. You can't bring all your hand. You will not go. You not going. Don't go. You can go. You not going. You can go. You can mess me up police. You are there. You are there. You don't go. You can go. You not going. You not going. I for the radio. No, you not going. You not go. You can go. You can go. You're so Ryan. You can go nowhere. Naomi, I say I can come to you the Romeo and then damage. It's very 4-6. You're going nowhere. You don't mess your own police. You say you won't go. You can mess your own police. No, don't touch her. Don't touch her. You're going. You can go, man. You can go. You can go. You can go, man. Man, you can go. Where? You will not go. You will not go. Nothing will happen. You will not go. Where's the radio? The most part of the radio. You will not go. I come on now. You can't say nothing will happen. Hello, I don't say the school state. I know I hear this morning now. We're waiting. With our person carrying on. When they get people inside there, she starts telling us that I'm stupid and I'm foolish. We're thinking it's right. Oh, yeah. Can you check? I'm here. Why would I catch the first girl when the other me a fraud and so I work for that we don't want to the current. Then I'm not say about he said Mavi talk. She walked on the sidewalk, you know, Mavi being a face again. The recording is not free. So I went, yes. I went there, I said, what you doing is wrong. So you are female, you are married, but that's all what it means. I said, stop what you doing. The woman more violent.
But like I said, we didn't want to exhaust the whole thing because they were long, very long. Come by a lot of times. Look at the Director General and the President of the Secretary.
So right now we have a Presidential Press Secretary. Madam Secretary, this cabinet meeting has its emphasis particularly on the economy of Liberia. You had the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of Finance, LRA boss. Since the meeting has focused on economy, what's the good news for the Liberian people?
Well, as you listen to the Minister of Information, Culture, Affairs and Tourism, they have been forward-looking, thinking about where we are at the moment. We had presentation and updates from the Minister of Finance, the LRA and other sectors, but more importantly, specific measures to be taken. For example, even though the Minister of Information said we will let the cattle out of the bag, but one of the key outcomes, which will be also informing you all in the media, is to ensure that government officials, update their tax regime, especially those who have not been able to pay the real estate taxes. One of the other way LRA has said is to be able to raise local revenue, especially looking at the challenging times internationally. So supporting that, the last cabinet meeting before now, there was an agreement that was given to LRA to be able to go ahead and come up with recommendations on how to upbeat the budget, but more importantly, how to raise local revenue. And that was one of the key conversations here today. And a number of different suggestions and recommendations. Even the president have also encouraged cabinet ministers to go forward to do some things, because at the end of the day, they say, we have in our local partners, if you want to go to cash your back, it was at least cash your front. So there are a number of different things, but that for me was the key highlight of this, in line with a number of other different things.
So yeah, just to go to the director of cabinet, you are the spokesperson for the president particularly. What was the impression of the president in terms of when various sectors or entities or ministries were giving updates to the president? Did he appreciate it? Is he satisfied with the performances from the cabinet members?
That's a great question, Sylvester. And I will say that the president was excited with the updates from the different cabinet ministers. But even just to highlight the key sector, it's the health sector. You know, very recently the health ministry and the John F. Kennedy Medical Center have been in the press for some information. But with the updates, the team went there and sat with the MD and other leaders, and the transformation that happened at JFK as well as other facilities, including retention, is really improving, and a lot of things are happening. So one of the other things is that the president was telling the cabinet ministers, you have to be able to tell these stories, because you know at one point, if the information is not out in the public, you're supporting your communication team. You know, a lot of people don't know that these things are happening. But so far, he's excited about the transformation, but he wants them to do more. Because at the end of the day, it's important that leaders speak about their sectors, but the impact of the people themselves will be able to speak about these things, and that's why he was excited about the health sectors improving and other major sectors as well. Some are coming online.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Director General of the Cabinet, my name is Anthony Williams. I'm from National Television. And I want to read these words of Mr. President to you quickly. In his words, he said, we must be efficient and effective. Every ministry must deliver results. By that, Mr. President was setting a tune for a result-driven approach in his second year for his administration. How do you react to this as a Director General of the Cabinet as it relates to performance?
I think the president was on point. He's been so for 18 months. So when he took office, he was clear about the need to have those appointed in government to perform. Because he has always said, the only reason why we are here is to deliver service to the people. We need to wear our titles on our sleeves. And you can see that he reiterated that today. So that has been one of his key agenda issues. And so I'm not surprised, I'm happy about that. Okay, we are still making steady progress and taking some steps. We haven't reached optimal level where we had hoped or we've been hoping to be. But nevertheless, I think significant progress has been made. If you listen to all the concerns and based on the evidence that we see across the government, I think significant progress has been made.
Mr. Nathaniel Kwabam Sylvester Chidoko Spoon Network. Performance control report or system is why you are actually managing the office of the president, and you are the one in charge to firmly inform the president whether a ministry or entity is really working in terms of producing your results. From the various updates and posts that ministry entities presented today, what can you tell the Nigerian people? Is there any new change that you can see for any ministry or entity?
Absolutely. Today's meeting was mainly on economy. It was plenty on economy because very important issues are the ones.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Liberia. And today, this is the People's Program. This program comes away Monday to Friday, 12 to 1:30. This is a lunchtime companion. Don't forget, the geometry of the whole must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority, and those that come with equity must come with clean hands. As usual today, I am your humble servant, just coming Nathaniel, or the ambassador on today. I'm here today from the production department, Sakandu, making this edition a spectacular one on today. Lots and lots of development in Liberia. Just listen to a man who died after being buried. Several residents of the community into the Zin camp begin to see their photos of loved ones or people they know. Today's the 14th of August. August is the 8th month of the year, 08142025 on the 14th of August 2003, during the Second Civil War, rebels lifted their siege on Monrovia, the capital city, and ECOWAS peacekeepers supported by the U.S. Marines entered the city. This intervention marked a turning point into the conflict, leading to a peace agreement and the eventual deployment of the UN peacekeepers. By the May 2003, the Second Civil War had reached Monrovia, with rebels besieging the city and causing widespread violence and displacement. On the 14th of August 2003, as the situation worsened, the U.S. Marine landed in Monrovia to support the ECOWAS peacekeepers on Ecomel, which was primarily composed of Nigerian troops. The intervention paved the way for peace agreement between the warring factions and the subsequent deployment of the United Nations peacekeeping mission UNMIL into Liberia on today. Today, August 14, 1983, Liberia was navigating the aftermath of a 1980 coup d'etat led by Samuel Doe and the establishment of the People's Redemption Council, the PRC, while the immediate aftermath of the coup was characterized by political instabilities and executions. The period also saw efforts towards establishing a new constitution and political order in Liberia. By the early part of 1980 was marked by political plunges and executions of perceived opponents of the Doe regime, including the execution of Major General Wesen and others involved into military rebellion. During this period, Charles Taylor, who would later play a significant role in the Civil War, was serving the Liberian Government General Services Agency. He would later flee to the United States amid concern about his safety. In 1983, the later part, a military rebellion was suppressed by government troops. This event and the subsequent sentencing of individuals involved highlights the ongoing tensions and issues of instability into Liberia on today. Today, August 14, 1965, falls within the presidency of William V.S. Tubman, who served as the 19th president of Liberia from 1944 to 1971. This period was characterized by Tubman's open door policy, which aimed to modernize Liberian economy and infrastructure through foreign investment. While the country has experienced significant economic growth during his tenure, it also faces growing social and political inequality. Today is August 14. Good afternoon. And star 799 star 11 hash is really the team and cool cash giveaway. The portal is now open. You can start playing, and the more entry you play, place a chance to win 4,000 Liberian dollars. $100 to play, just 100 Liberian dollars. And as soon as the number pop out here, we'll call you right away and send your money to you instantly. Star 799 star 11 hatch, $100 or 70 cents United dollars to play. So the more entry you put in, put you at the favorite. So good afternoon, good morning. That's someone win money. I got about 5% money here. You know, every time I say to somebody or to the people of this country, I got 5% money. Sometimes the one person will win. Sometimes put a 2% or so. One person, somebody have the rest of the 4% money. I have to get it back. But you can stand a chance to win something. Like I said to you, there are several prices up for grabs. We got cell phones, we got a bear pack, we got a motorbike here. Don't take this for a joke. And those of you playing now, your name already been recorded into the machine. So once you are playing tomorrow when these jackpots open and you start to put your entry, your number will not be strange. You already be somebody who has played and be playing. So it's important that you play now. The portal is open. I see the machine. It starts to turn right now. And you can keep playing star 799 star 11 hatch. And by evident, as soon the machines pop up a number, I will call you right here and send your money to you. Not go come or tomorrow or send $50 or send $100 or send $2 card. No. We have to give back to society on today. Let me remind you, today is the 14th of August. And the multiple times you play, place you as the favorite. Today, in 1966, in Cleveland, Ohio, was born Halle Berry, an American actress. And she celebrated her birthday today, 59 years old. Halle will say to you, happy, happy birthday. And today, originally starting in the 1248, construction of the cathedral, the Cardinal Dawn into the Collier, Germany, the largest, the Gothic church into the North Europe, and the city major landmark was finally completed today into the 1880 on the 14th of August, 1880. In 2016, the Jamaican sprinter Usain Bolt won the 100 meters at the Rio de Janeiro Games, becoming the first person to win the event in 3 consecutive Olympics. He later claimed an unprecedented third straight gold medal in the 200-meter run today, 2016. In 2004, the Polish-born poet, the essayist, and the strategic Isidore Muloz, who was considered one of the major poets of the 20th century, he won the 1980 Nobel Prize of Literature. He died today in 2004 at the age of 93 on today. Venezuela, the militant Carlos the Jacquin, who orchestrated some of the highest profile terrorist attacks on the 1970s and 1980s, was captured by the French agent into Sudan. He was later sentenced to life in prison for his crime today in 1994 on today. Have you heard about Magic Johnson, the American baseball player Magic Johnson, who led the National Basketball Association, NBA, the Los Angeles Lakers 5 championship? He was born today into the Lansing, into Michigan on today. Good afternoon to you. Today, Pakistan becoming a sovereign state, bringing an end to the British rule there in 1947. Pakistan celebrates its independence on today. Today, 1941, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill and the US President Franklin D. Roosevelt issued the Atlantic Charter, a joint declaration that stated among 3 points and that desired to no territorial changes without the free assent of the peoples concerned on today, 1941. Today, in 1457, the first book printed in Europe with the color font bearing the name of the printer was completed into the mints into Germany on today, in 1457. In 1900, an international foe seized Beijing to crush the Boxer Rebellion upon China, declared war on Germany and Austria-Hungary during World War II today in 1970 on today. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to all of you on today. We say welcome and welcome. If you're following us on Cool Channel 2 on YouTube, we say welcome to you. If you're on Facebook, cool, we say welcome. If you're on www.knewsonline.com, we say welcome. If you're on 91.9, whether you're a silent listener or caller, or the contributor to the program, we say welcome to you on today. I am your humble servant. There are a lot of things happening in Liberia. And, it's so sad. This revelation that came up, a man died after his burial. Family members discovered that couples of photos or autographs of citizens from the community was with him. Why? Jesus Christ. And the Zinkiam community along street were all, I follow the history of that particular area. That's fine, just to pull your bed. Far back, was it 2011, 2010, 2009, 2009? Yeah. There was some mysterious issue happening in our area there. Sometimes, I don't know why, but let's see what happened, what pans out. Because I don't know what would have happened. The man's dead, and they are seeing the autograph. Some are in the United States, some are here. Some, they never thought that he would know such a person. I just don't know what's happening in this country. But what's on my mind today, I'm going to talk about the drugs issue. Yesterday, 7 sons of our soil died. And what I'm hearing now is they were using a tester to test a drug. Oh my God, I can't really believe. We were having boys, it worried us a lot. And look, my boys, yeah, it worried. You know, I'm not doing anything. I'm not going anywhere. I right here, and all my friends are there. Sometimes it's actually worrisome. Parents, guardians, and these are just youthful age children. Jesus, something has to be done about this drug thing. Like we had a discussion yesterday with the people of Town. They said we will not sit here and allow our children die with our own hands, but we'll rise up and do something. I'm asking still, what are other communities doing about this? Because probably they're having meetings, they're having consultations. I just don't know. But what are they doing? Especially with the kind of reports we are getting from the U.S. State Department is worrisome on a serious note. It is worrisome. And I've come today to call on Liberians to reflect. Today marks 7 days since you marched up saying no to drugs. 7 days have gone by. What next? 7 days have gone by. What are you thinking? 7 days have gone by. What are you going to do? Are you just going to leave this with a petition that was written? And as a matter of fact, before even presenting the petition before your lawmakers, the president already unveiled plans about this. Are you going to sit and wait? Are we going to sit and wait for the president to come up and say this is what we're going to do? What are community leaders' plans? What are our dwellers? What are parents who are directly affected by this process? What are parents who haven't seen themselves? Like I always hear this voice saying, if your son or daughter come out this thing, know that you are a victim. Because people say, no, my children are there. Sometimes your children are not probably husband smoking. He's taking drugs. Or sometimes they pie in the man, the children are probably they pie in the man doing it. Sometimes they pie in the mother, they pie in the man, they ain't taking it, but they're selling it. They tell the child, they're not taking it. I'm not sitting here muffled. They might not go be anything, but they are the one producing and selling it. You saw what happened yesterday. Liberia in the so-called era was greeted with several of their sons, youthful ages folks, people who have been prospective doctors, prospective inspector general of police, prospective military men and women, prospective persons who should have been there enforcing the law, who have been in the class, who should have been in the classroom. They died only because they saw themselves falling prey, being used as testers. Drug is killing this generation. Liberians, drugs are killing our children. And it is so sad that some of you are the ones who are manufacturing these drugs. Some of you are the ones selling these drugs. Some of you are the ones who importing them. You only concern about the money you're getting. But you're telling your children, I don't want to see you there. So you get a proceed from drugs, and you say a child or daughter or son somewhere else, or your children somewhere else, then you leave other people to sell to them. When you make some kind of concoction or something, they say, yeah. Who will taste it? Because you see them everywhere around you, you use them. Now, the one who have died, those who selling the drugs, they are on the road currently. They can't see them. Nobody knows where to take the drugs from. But that drugs never came from any air. They fall into the ground, the children took it. Somebody there is opening, they're selling the drugs. Somebody there is doing the drugs in open the area. Liberia. Keep playing *799 *1#. You know why we talk serious matter? We also give you cash giveaway so that you can help your service of things. And to be fair, I'm not here to give cash to people who will take drugs. Just get it at the back of your mind. Please. I'm not giving cash to you that you go to take drugs. Star 799 star 11 hash. And if we would say this thing and say 11 other people, it would just be. I'm following something. Let me talk about something different here.
Sorry, 11 people. And so we thought, having made some progress, we needed to double up, to achieve our objective and our goal. So the purpose of today's meeting was to see how the economy has performed, what it will take to perform at the level. So the presentations were based on the different sectors within the economy. And I think what we heard, what the president heard was quite encouraging. For example, there was an issue about
somebody just in the jiffy will get something for themselves here. So keep playing the multiple entry you put in, please get a chance to get up on today. I'm really wondering. Yeah, we got a lot of issues. Before I come to the drugs thing, one of the official of government, and it's actually worrisome why he's making that kind of comment. The former speaker has broken silence on the court order directing the eviction of the opposition CDC from their party headquarters in Ikoko Town. He said CDC is not a building. I'm not going to dive too much into this, but it's a food for thought for you to ponder over this. The manner, form in which political institutions treat the electorates. It's just becoming clearer and clearer by the day that they use the electorates as pawn to earn or get political powers or to get political relevance. Because what is worrisome about this? Someone said, Nathaniel, why are you saying this? I'm not a member of any political party. Let me state that for the record. And no party will say, yeah, Nathaniel Father, yeah, he didn't want it. No, don't bring that. I'm not. This thing started with some of the stories allegedly or reportedly about the horses eating. How can men and women, boys and girls, live and benefit from an institution and they leave such an institution wretched? How possible is that? Someone tell me that it's possible. Because it is that structure, it is that symbol, it is that house that make up a reality within your heart. That every time you think about where you are, you think about the structure, you think about that symbol, you think about the house. I know some of you bring politics to me and say, Nathaniel, the church, they say the church at your heart and God live inside the church here. But what about the structure you enter? You can't tell me that you go sit on the ring and say, well, how many churches we got a church in our house, so a ring, not ring us, so there. No, you value the structure. But how can political institutions, and this is the issue that no one of them can get away with this thing yet. They are all victims. That you will find in Liberia well-grounded political parties to own their structure is difficult. It's not seen. When the period of election comes by, they are all in high gear, in that kind of jubilant move. Either they are convincing, they are escorting, they are cohabitating, and they say they have a party. But when the electionary periods go by after that, they have nothing to see. Either the landlord is saying, I need my rent. Are we really serious? But you're seeing in a period that passes by, they will have structures. They will build structure, condominiums. But the symbol, the house that they boast of is not there. You know why? People said, let me go into a religious setting, Muslim or Christian. They can sit on somebody's porch or porches. They go somewhere under the tree because they know that in their mind they will have a structure. And not too long in the distant future, they can really get a structure. But how about political parties? Now the civil law code has ordered the eviction of opposition political parties CDC from the headquarters on Tubman Boulevard. And now the party political leader, as former President George Manuel, has unveiled plans for a new headquarters, a rally support in the legal setback. I don't understand this one. Where is the structure? Where is the land? Or the parties they come to put money together to buy land somewhere? I hope so. Or they got land somewhere that they're going to build. Where's the money come from? They're going to put the dollar rally to build the structure? I don't know. This is void. It's political issue, right? But I'm discussing the voter politics. They are putting people who are partisan of political party from houses. When you can't pay rent, they put you outside. When you're squatting, the town reaches to put you outside. When you have no squatter right, time come, it's not guaranteed they move you. Your caretaker, the owner of the property come, they will move you. It'll be move or remove. Maybe probably the person already sold the land, the person when they can, even they sold it on they will break it down and build it on what they want. It's serious. But then why? And these robots have been coming back down. The court is now requesting, they have written the LMP, the Inspector General Gregory Okulma, requesting the police to deploy and ensure a massive execution for the eviction process. This is actually a big blow. Let us not bow our heads and think that we don't understand what's going on. This is a big blow. Now the folks, they are since August, they are selling the property now for 4.2 million. Now we get a report that a negotiation has been stalled over price discrepancy and other terms. The court now found that no valid contract was reached, ruling that the CDC response to offer legally constituted a rejection or search or no sale will be finalized. How do we manage to get to this place? Let's not think about joke. It's a shame. It is a shame. It is. Because I know I'm here with Cool 91 Silicon Liberia. I'm not thinking of this building moving for any time. Because there's one institution that owns its own structure. It's not a breaking fight, but it's a reality. Why they are stationed in the country that don't own their own structures? They rent it from here there. This is not a station. And we are even having plans of multiple studios. Like I said last time, someone said, man, you just want to say this thing. This station will be the first in West Africa to broadcast on underground. It's a reality. Before you enter our underground studio, you ride an elevator. Or you take the stairs. I'm saying this because I know. Then how come? It's a shame. I don't want to talk about this long. It's a shame, and it's totally a shame. The leaders of the political party should hold themselves responsible. It happened before. When the Unity Party were holding their Satoka running from one end to another, it was a shame. Even the other ones that are now being evicted, that still rented, it's a shame on them. Look at what we heard last time. 150 million support election that found the election laws and can even 4.5 million can be paid. How much of 4.5 can move from 150 million? You tell me, do the math. Because that 150 million can even build structures across this country, 8 counties, and so steady to run election. It's a shame. We can't find people crying, being evicted from lands, from houses, from areas. They will take 1 million, you will not pay rent, move from the house here. You owe 2 more, yeah, carry it 2 more, carry it, go, move. Partisans. Then the institution, the house that they look up to, that symbol. It's not strange. It's not the first time. Are the blueprint the people will eat or what? What were you people thinking? I leave that question with you people, man, today. But I think we need to get responsible in this country. We need to get responsible in this country. We need to get responsible. It's not just about our dress code, the market side, whatever thing, but when we live up to our words and what we say, we do it. Those should hold about those things. Let us be able to do it and let our works shine. When we say something, Lord, do it. Not just do things and don't say things and don't do it. It's a disgrace. You know, the U.S. State Department report is in no way an issue. These are contributing factors that have led to the undermining of the fight against a lot of ills in the society. And if you can't stand the heat, just get out of the kitchen. Because these are reality. It is not just today that we are talking about pre-trial detainees. Not just today. Not just today. When you look at the summary of this report, they talk about, section 1 of the report A talk about extrajudicial killing, coercion in population control, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and evidence of acts that may constitute genocide or conflict-related abuses. They talk about liberty, freedom of speech, physical attack, imprisonment, pressure, censorship by government, military intelligence, and police forces, criminal groups, or armed extremists, or rebel groups, work rights, workers' right, freedom of association and collective bargaining. Can we say that this is not happening? Forced or compulsory labor, acceptable work condition, wages and work hours, occupational safety, health, wage, hours, OSH enforcement, disappearance, adoption, prolonged detentions without charges. Let someone tell me that these things are not still happening. Violation in religious freedom, trafficking in person, security of persons, torture, cruel, inhumane, and degrading treatment of punishment, protection of children, child labor, child marriage, protection of refugees, provision of first asylums, out of incitement. Let someone tell me that these are not issues that are really happening. I'm looking at the summary of this report. Imagine that. And I will say this clear to the government. This report, it is not an issue to go and run around arguing about it. This report is a warning. Mind you, you have just been elected by several of your close elect minds who believe in your work. They are out there. They said, let us now again give Liberia an opportunity to sit as a non-permanent member on the United Nations Security Council. And these are the reports coming up for you or for us. It's a warning. That why we may even be by next year on the council paying all of the PRs outlets around the world in Liberia and outside to polish our stories. They will still be bringing these stories up. These stories to be alive with us. So this is a warning. So some of you who are common officials, they only go and just say, the media are not to tell a story. They can tell a story about me, people off, you raise all kind of issues, reported matters, and other things. You vilify media practitioners, media houses, and all of that. You have been warned and beware that it is not only Liberian media watching. And the fact that you were even voted by others, some Liberians even know who all voted for you. But they saw it fit and said, let's put you there. They are watching too. They will also get on a report on you. So you'll go jump in the sky, jump in the river, in the swamp. You'll say you're painting stories. Because the media don't know how to tell a story there. They don't protect, they'll tell a story. See the report in Liberia. See the report. It's just about police brutality. Pre-trial to the needs. Freedom of speech. Religious tolerance. These are things they're talking about. Jesus, we still got a lot more to do in this country. On a serious note. We still got a lot more to do. And if we renege our responsibility, there will be others telling our stories to us, and we'll be sitting down and say, wow, wow, wow. Let me say welcome. It's a warning, it is a warning. It is a warning. I'm told that the book of condolence for the fallen hero, Liberia, Minister of State, the late Sylvester Grispe, is opened. I want to say, may peace be to the arches and all those who are faithfully departed this earth on. You can keep playing star 799 star 11 hash, and the multiple times you play, I'm seeing the machine slowing down a little bit, and I saw the number pop out, and you'll be caught right here, right now. Star 799 star 11 hash, $100 Liberian to play, 70 cents US dollars. Just therefore, you play 10 times, that's $1,000, you win 4,000, that's $3,000 profit for you. You play 500, that's 5 times. You just put 5, that's 500. You play 2, that's 2, that's 200. 3, that's 300. 1 is 100. And let me just encourage you, the multiple times you play, place you, they feel right on the table. So you keep playing star 799, star 11 hash, ready to team in, cool cash giveaway. You'll be winning 1,000 Liberian dollars. Yeah, today. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to all of our folks there. Let me say something, right? And this is what I'm going to talk about. You know, we see the drugs thing as just a joking thing. But if you're opportunity to see or watch the scene yesterday in the Soul Clinic area, it's so devastating. And if you are a true parent, you will be leaving that facility or that environment thinking about not just your children, but the youthful population of this country. So sad. My people, and you know what? God will not hold those children that they die at early age, and they will be dying or they will die at early age. God will hold the older ones because they renege on their responsibility and they did nothing. They allowed those children carry themselves and they died with their hands. Because it is so much unthinkable to see a generation. Imagine yesterday there were more law for children. If you leave from your mom's house and get on the street, don't be surprised, you'll be spent by another family there. And then when they're saying keep from, a child doesn't grow up in a village, in a house, grow up in a village or a town. No child grow up in a house. Like one of the musicians said, some of the children who were born, they are not even climb tree. They are not even drawn a draw bucket from a well because of upstairs. So when they walk in, even when they see their friend running, their own running can be different. Yeah. When they see their friend dancing, their own dancing can be different because they were up. They were not down. To climb tree, they ain't able. To jump, they ain't able. There are certain things they will not do perfectly. Because a child grew up into a community, a village, or a town. But it is so unthinkable to see that these days parents have neglected the growing up of children. It is so difficult. I don't care how a child will be in the house, they'll have to go to school to eat at other people. I don't care how you tell Jimbo, say you're not moving here, Jimbo say how to go somewhere. Or when you grow up, Instead of facing the harsh reality of life, he became confused. Just imagine, we just gone 2 weeks, 1 week, 7 days, 1 week, 7 days to be precise. We are hearing that drugs, you know what it's more than Ebola or COVID-19. It's an epidemic. It's a pandemic among us. It is. It's a disease. Why our children are just being persuaded and pursued by this menace. You can tell me to the children when while they were walking, the drug just for them or poops to the city, or they took it, they said, go try it. No. It's a dealer. That drugs were being trafficked in another area, and somebody had processed it, and they have made the kids using our testers. When will you take actions? And time coming, in the coming days, you know what we're doing now? Some people, your picture in the video then, will start posting your pictures. We'll start cutting those videos and putting specific part of it up so you can see yourself yesterday you were there. You in one community, children are dying there. But you sit down supinely and you do nothing about it. But yesterday you were on the street, say no to drugs, say no to drugs. Just to dress in the black clothes and go show your bum bum, your brother and chest, show your chest, show your body, that's awful. But that's not the end of it. You want to show how dry you are, you want to show how fat you are, you want to show how thick you are, how short or tall you are. That's just all the pageantry that's all about. But you are now taking the black clothes, you go back in the community, you sit down there, you dealing drugs, you are among drug dealers. You are among folks that are dealing drugs. You care less now about the survivability of the children. Those very children that made it, I will not go to work. I will go. Even if they call my work mate, then I will in black clothes, I will put that picture on the screen. Or people I know, wherever you are in the community, I will put that picture out. It should have not serious. Imagine. How can you tell me this something? They are parents. So you yourself selling drugs in their heart. Then the community chairman, the way you believe in it, no. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jesus. Lord. What kind of country is that? What kind of country is that? This country is still so useless to itself, very much useless, that it's not even helping the children, it's not even helping the older ones, it's not even helping at all. Before, society was a god. When you find a child, you didn't do something, they tell them to look around. By the time they see one older person is you, they will move on the street, they those might not see them. But no. You will even see the older one are the one encouraging the children to get involved inside. Maybe you're waiting for the U.S. Embassy or the State Department to say Liberia is a hub of drugs or a conduit of transporting drugs, or I don't know. When they say about 95% of everybody in Liberia taking drugs, you start to critique or castigate the report. Because if you're not taking drugs and you're lying your children to take drugs, then who are you? If you're not taking drugs and you're selling drugs, then who are you? You're a part. Who knows some village people that get smoke that be inside, they come outside, they go preach. Who know? Nobody know. Nobody know. So because you're doing it now, or you get picking in the environment that can do it for you, so you're scared of telling them I'm picking your thing. Because you're scary. When you come around there, they'll come out to you. That's why some churches where the pastor or the preacher is involved in fornication will never preach fornication message. Because he involved in dubious activity, he will never discuss it because you know that some sons of the church, they also part of the thinking, when he's talking too much, they will pull him outside. So he don't talk it. All he talks is, you are blessed. He will travel. come from way back on today. Then I will travel. What my passport? I know nobody in America and say I will travel. Eh? We have to do something in this country. We suffered the greatest suppression of drugs during the Civil War. But where we are now, we say relative stability, peace around. Yes, but we still find these things happening with us. What is wrong with the older part of the generation? What is wrong with them? What is actually wrong with Liberians? You will see men will dress a woman, put bra, put drugs inside, or a boom boom, or other people that transport drugs for places. Only for children to die. You see women will put drugs whatever part of the body they can put it, just to transport it. They will struggle for that means. They will go there. Like during 1990s here, women were the ones who were feeding the world to Africa or Liberia as a matter of whole. They will cross on the borders. They will go anywhere. They will bring food for their family to eat. Now they are trying to be a transporting means. Are you aware that the health condition of Liberians are deteriorating? Liberian men ain't no lady long again. Are you aware of that? Because the kind of substances we put in us. Go now, go really. Go to Poro, South. Go soak in the Gaza. Go to Wisdom, go and see all of people killing and selling drugs. Go to the river graveyards. Now we shall see that here the junction before the Jamali, they used to cover themselves tarpaulin. Now all of them have scattered about. They go down 12. They go down 12 horses. They go down to Bassa Town. They go down Kingway. They go down Duazo. They are just going places just to have that comfort to take drugs. Our children. Let me take a break here and bring you this message. Keep playing *799 *11#. After this break, I'll be giving somebody $4,000. Keep playing, and right after this, I'm seeing the machine, the turning of it is slowing down. Keep playing. I just need a multiple entry. If I get about 15% play right now, I give somebody $4,000 right now. And those of you who already play, who play multiple times, stands a chance to win something. I'll take a break here and go for the message.
My people, I know you're already hear the good news, and so
what kind of good news, Balipa?
The good news about the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection project called the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, or LWEP, is here to help 267,200 people.
Oh yes!
Out of the 267,200 people that the project will reach, they will help 36,000 women with small money for their self. Whoa! My people, I know you're already hear the good news, and so
what kind of good news, Balipa?
The good news about the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection project called the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, or LWEP, is here to help 267,200 people.
Oh yes!
Out of the 267,200 people that the project will reach, they will help 36,000 women with small money for their self. Whoa! Me idea there is to make sure that women and girls always have money on them, so they can be able to help themselves, so they can be able to help their men or their husband, their family and their community.
Yes, it makes sense because you can only give when you have.
That's true, but Balipa, the project you're talking about, the what kind of county there in?
The project in 6 counties: Bomi, Riverside, Grand Jide, Monserrado, Bapolu, and Grand Cape Bank counties.
Okay.
And it going on in 498 different communities in those counties.
Yeah. So how they better doing the project now?
The project, yeah, in 5 different ways. Number 1 is changing mindset or norms.
Tell us about that one.
Good. For example, man beating a woman. Woman not supposed to go to school. There's a woman that can say, if he not be me, he not love me. That kind of thing. That is they want us to change.
Yeah. Because no man supposed to beat their woman.
Yeah.
Then men should make sure women go to school. And no woman must say, if he not be me, he not like me.
Yeah.
No woman must think like that. Say, it's not correct.
It's not correct.
Then what about the second part?
The second part of the project is about the health recording.
But what did the data people then not do?
How they should help women and girls who may do wrong thing to.
You mean the way the tattoo people will take care of us when men take advantage over us in it?
Yes! On top of that, they even going to help schools to open health clubs so girls can be able to talk the things that matter to them.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
How about part 3 now?
Part 3 is where the project will give some money to help different women and girls groups like village saving groups, farming groups, livelihood groups, people who get their late table marketing. And people who not fit to take who cannot they set. The quick people call them marginalized group. And you know, like people who can walk group and things like that. All of them, they will benefit.
Me, I will look around in my community.
Yeah, Osia. I myself will find them and be a part of them too.
Yeah, you mean? Because women will not leave men behind. Here we go.
Because you know what? The project will reach 30% men and 70% women.
Yeah, you hear it?
Yeah.
You mean I will tell plenty other women and girls so they can join the project.
That's the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, where women are helped so they can always have money in their beds.
Then, Baleba, what the other part of the project will do?
This other part of the project is where the project will give helping hand to the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection System.
How?
In ways that the ministry will have records on gender-based violence cases. Then they will also have record on the different treatment or services for women and girls who some men will do bad things to.
Okay.
Then it will also help the Ministry of Agriculture to know how many women making farm, how many men making farm, where they making their farm.
Wow.
What kind of farm they making, where low land farm air, where up land farm air, all that one there.
Yeah.
Yo, what they planting, what county they having their farm in.
Fine idea.
So all that one.
Yo.
To make sure that all the things are happy. The government put plenty different groups together. Like Keep Liberia, Catholic Relief Services, CRS, Action Aid, Forest Community Initiative, FCR, Defense for Children International, DCR, Plan International.
So they can work with the people in the community then.
Yes! And you know something? The way they plenty groups together, one group they have to be in from all the other groups so the project can go on.
So now what kind of group they have?
Plan International.
Plan International. They in front the other group then, but the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection Project. And so?
Yes!
So your will, how about part 5 of the project now?
Part 5 of the project is where the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection has a project management unit that the people then who will be watching the project could know.
Yeah.
They will monitor the project, they will keep track of the project, and they will evaluate the project so the project can go on the correct way.
Whoa! Who take the 6,000 women to benefit from 80 million? Ha! That's not small thing.
And then all here, Balekpa says the Liberia Women Empowerment Project will reach 267,200 people in 5 years.
Yes! And the project is in 6 counties: Pomi, Mosorado, Babolu, Rewoses, Quenchida, and Grenkema County.
Working in 498 communities.
Yes. Now, the way the project going on, you can call 44TDTD to tell the people how you feel about the project. Whether it's going on the correct way, whether it's not going on the correct way, call 44TDTD so the people can know how you feel about the project.
My people, find the Liberia Women Empowerment Project right in your community and join them.
This message is from the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection with support from the World Bank.
A great message there, Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection there, in collaboration with the World Bank for that message for Liberian, especially the females there. It's important. Let me say welcome. Keep playing *799 *11#. Cool cash giveaway with Entertainment Liberia. Entertainment by radio is saying, yeah, let's entertain you while you are listening to the radio and get cash. Yeah, like I said to you, you know, a lot of you there, like, yeah, I got about, yeah, if I get 10 more entry, yeah, I get something out, and I get about 25 to 30 more, and another person will get something here. So keep playing. Star 799 has 4,000 Liberian dollars, just $100 to play, and you will win yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. Just in the next few minutes, I'll be giving somebody $4,000. So just double your entry and keep playing. You will be that lucky person to win 4,000. Imagine you just play 5 times, 4 times, you play 6 times, you win $4,000. You know. Yeah, you bump it. And it's important, man. But you know, just to spice up things, this is so sad. Our children are dying very young. Very, very young. What are we doing? Is it just about the pub and pageantry? Is it just about going there, yeah, going march, say no to drugs, and say everybody on Facebook? I'll go back. I'll start collect. You don't do your post. I'll collect your post and bring it up, and we'll be compelling people to do something this time, because you're flooding Facebook. Say no to drugs. You'll get T-shirt. You'll get this. Say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. Okay, you're feeling marching now. Imagine the time you're feeling marching, but the children say you're leaving, that the minute they die, they didn't even give them a second chance. These young folks were not even given a second chance. They say the day I get all right, I'll not take it again, but they died on the spot. This is serious. And the Jonathan, let me say it now. They say, look, we can't allow to be here. We will make sure, say police won't come for y'all, we arrest. And when the lawyer says something, the inconsistency into sentencing of drugs cases is a problem in this country. And it's undermining the fight. One man who is dealing drugs, because in the police station, his colleague will go all around governance fund so they can pay the police before they can free him. If the police process him and send him to court, yeah, they go there to the judge. If the judge may sentence him, go to South Beach, they go there South Beach and make sure they're free. How can, listen, the last time they did a raid in South Beach, the highest amount of drugs coming from in just one locality, one area that South Beach came from. How? The highest amount of drugs around this place came from South Beach. So it means that even the correction officers, the police put there for the ministry of justice, that undermine this, they fight. Seriously, how? The man, for example, the man outside, he ain't smoking, but because he following the bathroom and get his gun to, they get into issues, they arrest them. They take in South Beach. Say he's smoking, go among the smoking people, he starts smoking. He leave on South Beach thinking that you are getting corrected. To come back in the community, he turned worse. They didn't say, hey, you're coming back South Beach, I don't care. I'm paying rent. I'm buying food. I ain't buying grass. I will stay dressed. I want dress every day. I will take it. He gone there. So the area we call correction palace or correction center is no longer correcting, but is now affecting people. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Before you say, let my son go to the jail or the police station or go to South Beach, after 1 week, 1 month, he get corrected. But Allah, you saying there, he get worse than anything. The smoke that you never saw him smoking, he was smoking, you don't believe it. So we lying to ourselves. And those are the same people marching this whole time. Say no to drugs, say no to drugs. They were the same people marching. Some are not in churches, some are not in the mosques, some of them are for political parties, some of them for the community, some of them are old, some of them are dealing, some of them are young. They are the ones who are marching, who are involved in this activity. It is so sad and frustrating. *799*11# Let me give one to somebody before I go to the line, because some of you, 0775-919-919, 080-919-919 are the numbers. Yeah, you can phone in. Let's talk about this. I won't rest. We will not rest. We won't rest until I see some of my friends who are into drugs activity get revived. Until I see Liberian children get revived. Until I see something happening. Oh my God. If your number end with 895, just know that you get something right here. Somebody just won. I'm not saying if you're not playing, I'm talking about those who play and that number end with 895. The last 3 digits of the number, just know that you already got something for yourself here. I'm going to give you $4,000. And not just long, it's just instant. Let me talk to the first caller on the line here while I process your money. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah. Thank you for the analysis.
No, I want you to do something. I want you to do something. Yeah. Our children dying.
Plenty are dying. They die. But with the parents from that will not be the brother the way he was talking. The passes for the children is not going well. And giving all the hesitate, they are heading the justice. Because when I'm hearing our hand is not inside, then that's something that it will be hard to credit. But you can be quickly or drugs there, sometimes your head inside, you get on the street, you talk, all that other things. So that's my point. Yeah. I want them to repair, relocate to our office before anything.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Let me give somebody $4,000 here. Just answer the phone, you get your money. Just answer the phone, you get your money. If you keep playing *799*11, has somebody just about to walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars. 4,000 Liberian dollars. I think you're the number making. Good afternoon. How are you, ma'am? This is Cool 91.9. I'm not finding you out. Your name, where you living, where you calling from, or where I'm calling you from, seriously. Yeah, Margaret, I don't want calling you. Which part are you calling? Which part are you answering from? Okay. Have you played Real Entertainment Cool Cash giveaway? Oh. Oh my God! So, but I'm pleased to announce to you that you just won 4,000 Liberian dollars. Yeah. Yeah. Tell Entertainment My Radio thank you, and Cool 91.9 thank you. Just check your phone. You got 4,000 on your phone right now. Check your phone. Yeah, 4,000. Thank you. You get the money? Yeah, check. I'll call you back. I'll call you back. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, that's why it is. Yeah, that will smile on the faces of people here. When while we're talking serious matter, we're also easy. But the frustration not easy. The frustration, it is not easy. Yeah, check your phone so I will call you back and we'll get that money. Let me talk to you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You're welcome.
But now, when you are saying that, my name is Mama, according to me. Yeah, you know. And then we can grow for the start, we can grow for it. Now, now, and now you're so get here, step it. Take it, and what is that? This into them, and you're not ever there.
Now, Kelly, look at what you read. Did you test the drugs? Test the kidding. Oh. But I did that. You know the place is saying it. Tell how a group are marching on Thursday. They can march from community to community, break everything down. They can do, but they won't do it. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your contribution. And this time, the president is proposing that you unveil the plans. We'll get drugs in your hall. You dealing drugs there. The whole will take it. We say to support the fight against drugs. When you're in car, we'll take the car for you. Tell her that. We're gonna take decisive and drastic action. Good afternoon. You're welcome. But my brother is saying articles, kini. Somebody yesterday open a smoke grab cement. Everyone going around you. But I hear it was a man enjoying yourself. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, they'll be the one buying, they'll be buying the product. Good afternoon. Go ahead. We will force you to get prepared. How you can enter? But the first thing I was hearing that they put air conditioner all that. You also be so gaming stand that you go put flash screen in your area. So when you come outside you be boasting. Okay. Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon, Webster. Keep playing star 799 star 11 hash to win $4,100. Webster, go ahead. People structure in the country for drug support and they lose their cars, they will get serious. They all move the profit in the community. You get in a heart in our country in a mouth so they can succeed. Seriously. Selling the product because they're not children. But when they're children now, you see all on Facebook, government cow, my son are down, and they go, but because they're not children, they can't go on Facebook, they can't protest, they can't go nowhere, they can't say anything. They go back in the house and sit down and say, Liberians are too devilish. And I don't even hear the negative words coming from the Islamic community. Me boys say this to hear Islamic people saying negative things for themselves and issues. Only Christians are getting from. They can't happen in a Christian, but they want our life to improve, but still can't happen. The Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart they must speak it. It's not your heart. I think you can spoke out of your mouth. Yeah, Tommy, go ahead. That party building or that party showcase, they go Chelsea back, show their chest, show structure. They are well put know the draw their strength, show their structure. They are well put know the draw that all for the pop and pageantry. They drinking liquor while they going. Yeah, they support the destruction of the lives of the young people. They will get the young people money, say sell drugs, give them proceed. They will support. I don't know from here. You all say, oh B6, oh pro, B6, and they see B6 supported them. I say when 4-5 presidents lose their vehicle, their houses for drugs trading, they will get serious in this country. And the mother warfare, I say, she can be hiding the Holy Ghost. That Land Cruiser SUV or that Leicester, we will take it from you. We sell it and support the children in the rehab center. We buy food, we buy